across to Ile de Re. We arrived on the Ile de Re about 3:15. It's now, I have no idea, 4:10. We've put up the shelter pod and we're just going to have a walk and get the lie of the land. The beach looks nice enough, not too busy. Looked like there was some rocks at the water's edge, so we might need our sea shoes if we are going to bathe there. I suspect we're going to go off on our bikes and find a much quieter beach somewhere. We are going to have a walk into the town on the road that we probably ought to have come in on. Google took us to one side of the campsite where there was no access. We bought tagine spices from a supermarket a couple of days ago, so tonight's dinner is going to be a form of tagine cooked in a saucepan. I'm just blackening some peppers, and then we've got onion, carrot and lemon, the remains of a chorizo sausage, and the blackberries we picked on our bike rides back home from Vichy, and some green lentils. So we're having meat in the form of the chorizo. Been largely vegetarian much of the holiday, just because of the price of meat, not through any ethical reasons. But I've quite enjoyed it, and I think I've lost a bit of weight. Hopefully lose a bit more weight this week, because we'll be cycling a lot around this island to find some quieter beaches. Look, there's a little sparrow and he's got an injured leg, so giving him some bread. Nice. It's 9:30 on Tuesday morning, and we're set out on our bikes to cycle to the northern tip of the island. Like our experience of Ile de Re, it seems like it's going to be cycleway all the way, which is really nice. And these islands are lovely and flat, so we shouldn't exert ourselves too much, even though it's going to be an hour and a half bike ride. The northern tip of Ile de Re. There. Beautiful long sandy beach. Not very busy. So it's the evening of our first full day in Ile de Re.
Well, Barbie.
Ile de Re. So we've cycled pretty much the entire length of the island, so 29 kilometres each way. There's a little bit of getting lost, so I think we've done 60 kilometres easily today. Ile de Re is similar to Ile de Re in that it's flat and it's covered in cycleways, so it should be a cyclist paradise, except for all of the cyclists. It's just
so busy.
So yeah,
So busy.
I'd heard that during the summer the island was really busy and there was gridlock, but I thought it was gridlock on the roads, not on the cycleways. So what Google said should have taken us an hour and a half to cycle to the northern tip of the island. Took us about 3 hours. We did stop and look at a market, but it was pretty slow going, and it's just frustrating when you get stuck behind a family with small children cycling slowly, and the cycleways only 2 lanes, but you've got just oodles of people coming in your direction, so it's difficult to overtake. So yeah, it's pretty frustrating really, compared to Ile de Re, where there's the same cycleways, but virtually nobody using them. You can go 10 minutes without seeing anybody. Anyway, we spent 2 or 3 hours on the beach at the northern tip of the island before about 3 o'clock deciding we ought to make our way home in case it takes 3 hours to get back again. Stopped off though, what's probably a 30-minute cycle ride from the campsite, and found a beach that we think we could go to tomorrow, so that's good news. We've had dinner and done the dishes, and now we've started our new box of wine. Normally we buy these 10-litre boxes of wine from Super U, but when we were staying with friends a couple of days ago, we were introduced to a vineyard and bought this wine directly from the producers, which is very drinkable.
Cheers.
Cheers. So we thought the Petanque Court would be an ideal place to play Mulkey tonight. Please ignore the way we set it up. I know there's a specific order in which the pegs go, but we don't know it and we can't be bothered.
The specific distance as well, which we don't know.
For
English podcast.
so in Mulkey you either score for the number of pegs that you knocked down, if more than one, and if you knock just a single peg down, you score its face value. And it's the first to 50, exactly 50 though. If you go over 50, you reset to 25. 4 points. I had 49. It looked unlikely I was going to be able to get the one because it was grouped with all of these, but as you can see, I knocked it down. Oh, you can't have any because you've got a glass full of water. Glug, 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 glug.
Glug, 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 glug.
Cheers. Playing another game of Heckmeck and Bratvermeck.
All's one.
I can't do anything.
Saying good evening.
And dark enough to put on the lights. And hopefully the noise from the dreadful campsite entertainment will end soon. Huttopia is supposed to be all about camping naturally in nature without shite like that going on. It's the second time we've come across entertainment on the Huttopia site, I think.
Yes, the other one was
Lac de Carsons.
Lac de Carsons, which I put a horrible review in for.
So with any luck that will
Stop.
go away soon. It's just the band, it was called Sand and Smoke or something. It was advertised, there was a board outside reception that said Sand and Smoke at 8 PM, and I didn't know if that was some kind of strange food. But then the entertainment started, and so that's what that must be. Yeah, they need to. They're just doing cover versions, not very well, and it's very annoying when you're trying to enjoy the peace and quiet. And then there's a bloody child over there crying. So, all in all, it's pretty relaxing here. Although we're probably really annoying the neighbours by continually rolling dice on this table. What have you got?
Got a card with some directions to a restaurant.
A leaving present from friends from work. Tony's been given some money to have lunch in Jules and Pete's favourite restaurant in St Martin. So we're getting all dressed up in our posh clothes and going for a bike ride across the other side of the island. Jules has suggested a few other things to do over there. There's a market we should see this morning, so that's where we're going. So there's loads and loads of cycleway on the island, just like a little run really, and it's pretty well signed wherever you want to go. And yeah, apparently like we've done, the cycleways are empty, almost. We weren't the first to arrive. This is a lot. Right, we're in restaurant in here, which was recommended to us by Jules and Pete, and they given us some money to buy lunch. If we can just work out what the menu says.
Yes.
Lunch has been delivered. Very tasty and pretty healthy, I think.
Right. That's
Bon appetit. We made it safely through lunch, which was really nice, really nice. Loads of food, more than we've been eating most days, so I don't think I want any dinner tonight. Now we're going to walk around the town, which is very pretty. Finished sightseeing for the day and still got a couple of hours left to spend on the beach. This is just one beach, but look how many bikes there are.
that bus is full, and those people are still going, and those people are still waiting for the next one.
What bikes?
Oh my god.
Where are we going?
Well,
Hey, how did you pronounce where we're going? Okay, we're going to Loix. It's Friday, day 4 on the Ile de Re. corner, the cycleway to Loix, or however you pronounce it, the beach, came to an end, and people are locking their bikes up. And the beach is not too busy, but we've pushed our bikes across the beach to up the path at the other side, and we've come to an almost deserted little cove. A couple of people there. We're just looking for somewhere to have our lunch now and maybe sit for a couple of hours on the beach. Supposed to have happened. We continued cycling around the kind of peninsula around Loix, and I found this pretty empty beach, which is sandy, and it looks like even you can swim if you want to. So we're going to sit on the beach and just chill out. It's Saturday and we've come to Ars. Ars. Où vous êtes ici? Ars. In the church there's a big tapestry of violence, and we are now here in Ars, having cycled from roundabout here.
Spectacle 18h. Lundi, spectacle à 18h. Mercredi, dernier spectacle à 16h.
Had a good look around the little town of Ars, and maybe we've just cycled for about 10 minutes to the beach. Bikes are locked up. do have to try quite hard, but if you do persist, you can find empty-ish beaches. And we're hoping that just up here there might even be some swimming potential, because there's the rocks again here. But can't see any just up there. Fingers crossed. It's Saturday. Saturday? It is. Yeah. Our second to last night on Ile de Re. And we're going to use this tonight when we checked in, we got a card thanking us for our loyalty. What a pleasure to see you again this year. Thank you for your loyalty. We're happy to offer you a gift voucher valid at the restaurant or bar, and it's worth €20. So going to have a couple of pizzas, I think.
Yes.
So that's a nice surprise. And we are very loyal, because I think we've been to about half of all of Huttopia sites.
At least.
But anyway, time for a beer before that. Cheers.
Cheers.
A pizza cutter is one thing that we actually don't have, so this is a job. But they look delicious. That's another save the whale.
There's big fat whales.
Good morning, it's Sunday, last full day on Ile de Re, and we're going to the southernmost tip of the island to Riverdale. Riverdale? But we're just scouting for possibilities for a beach later, and this one looks, well, it's lovely and sandy. I can't imagine it's very busy later because there's no car park, no signage from the road, and not really any buildings, so that might be a possibility. And then after we've been to Riverdale, we'll have cycled from tip to tip of the whole island. And we should get some good views of the bridge across to the mainland as well today. It's Sunday evening, isn't it?
Yes,
It is. And it's our last evening of 7 on Ile de Re. We've kind of come round to the island. I don't think either of us would come back because Ile de Re is far quieter and Beaches are
Far better.
far better, yeah. So we kind of just modified it from a.
Beach holiday.
We thought we were having a week-long beach holiday, really, yeah. But because the beaches are either so full or you can't swim from them because of the rock, we've made it a sightseeing holiday instead, with just a few hours on the beach after we've been to see one of the little towns. So it's been enjoyable, and one thing to say positively about Ile de Re is that all of its little towns are really pretty and nice to look around. They seem to usually have a market. So yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice looking around the towns, and I think we've ticked every one of the larger towns off. We've cycled from the top of the island to the bottom. We've seen pretty much all there is to see. So tomorrow we are off to Ile de Re, to our favourite Huttopia site, for 6 nights, and really looking forward to that, because that will probably be a beach holiday. Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.